How much of what we believe about the universe is actually true? Since childhood, we have been taught neat, simple stories about how different things work, why gravity pulls us down, why space is empty, why time ticks the same for everyone. But what if I told you those simple stories were never the whole truth? What if reality is far stranger, deeper, and more beautiful than you ever imagined? Gravity, the pull that never was. For centuries, Isaac Newton's apple defined how we see gravity. He imagined it as an invisible hand pulling every object towards every other, a neat and satisfying explanation. But then came Albert Einstein, who dared to ask, what if gravity is not force at all? He imagined space and time as a vast flexible fabric. When you place something heavy like a planet on the fabric, but a question remained, why not this fabric is broken? Or which material is used to make this fabric that is not broken by putting heavy objects as like earth while it just bends and everything nearby moves along those curves. So when you drop the apple, it is not being pulled down, it's simply following the curved path the Earth's mass created in space-time. Even light, the faster thing in the universe, bends when it passes near a massive star. Gravity does not pull it, space-time guides it. So, the next time you drop something, remember, it is not falling down, it is falling through the shape of reality itself, the great lie of the empty space. We like to think of space as nothingness, an endless void between stars, but physics tells a different story. Even in the darkest vacuum, space is alive, a restless ocean of invisible energy buzzing with virtual particles. They appear and vanish faster than we can measure. A quantum sea beneath reality's surface. It is not nothing, it is everything waiting to become something. This ghostly dance even pushes the universe apart. We call it dark energy. So when you look up at the night sky, you are not starting into emptiness, you are gazing into the living fabric of existence itself. The illusion of time. We all think time flows the same for everyone, 1 second, 1 moment, 1 beat, but Einstein shattered that illusion too. Time, he said, bends and stretches like space. The faster you move, the slower your clock runs. The stronger the gravity, the slower time flows. That means your head right now is aging faster than your feet, teeny but real. When astronauts orbit Earth, they move so fast that time for them literally slows down. The age milliseconds less than we do. Time is not a river flowing the same for all. It is a fabric that bends to the universe well. The myth of logic's unchanging speed. We are taught that light always travels at the same speed, 2.99792 kilometers. As you know, that 3 multiplied by 10 raised to power 8 meter per second, or you can say that 3 lakh kilometer per second. But that's only in a vacuum. When light enters water or glass, it slows down, it bends, disperses, dances into colors. That's why rainbow exists. In labs, scientists have even stopped light entirely by trapping it in ultra-cold clouds of atoms. So yes, light has a universal speed limit, but reality knows how to bend the rules when the conditions are right. The empty atom that is not empty. You're probably heard this one, atoms are mostly empty space, but that's not true. In the quantum world, there are no tiny balls orbiting a nucleus. Instead, there is a mysterious probability cloud a physics has, where electrons might be. What we think of as empty space inside the atom is actually filled with electromagnetic fields and virtual particles. It is not emptiness, it is possibility. Every inch of your body, every breath you take is made of vibrating energy fields pretending to be solid. Matter versus energy, the great illusion. We often think matter and energy are different things, but Einstein revealed they are the same story told in two languages. Matter is energy trapped in a different form. When stars burn, when atoms split, tiny pieces of matter turn into blinding waves of energy, and when that energy condenses, it becomes matter again. Everything around you, including you, is frozen light waiting to shine again someday. The center that does not exist. People often imagine the Big Bang as an explosion from one point spreading outward into space. But the truth is, the Big Bang happened everywhere. Space itself expanded and it is still expanding faster than ever. There is no center of the universe. Every galaxy sees all others rushing away. We are not at the middle of anything, we are just part of the great unfolding of space-time itself. The universe does not exist in space. Space exists within the universe. The observer illusion when reality notices you. Quantum physics teaches us someday deeply unsettling. Reality is not fixed until we look at it. In the famous double-slit experiment, light behaves like waves when unobserved, but like particles when we watch it. It is as if the universe waits for our attention before deciding what it will be. This is not magic, it's physics at its strangest. The observer does not control reality, but plays an inseparable part in how it unfolds. We started this journey thinking physics was full of simple truths, but every truth we uncovered was just a doorway to something deeper. Gravity is not a pull, it is geometry. Time is not steady, it is flexible. Space is not empty, it is alive, and reality itself depends on how we look at it. The greatest misconception of all is believing that science takes away mystery. In truth, it gives us new eyes to see it. The universe is under no obligation to make sense to you. Neil deGrasse